Greetings. Welcome to another episode, 24 of Council of the North podcast, brought to you by me, Andrew, and my co-host,
Zach. Cheers. Hello. How's it going? Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try through episode 24, Zach.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get this started?
We've done it before.
We've done it before. This is Council After Dark.
2.0.
Number 2. Okay. All right. What do we do first? We do shame points first, right?
We do shame points
Let's talk about shame points, Zach. What are shame points looking like?
As a keen-eyed listeners would understand, I think it was the last 3 episodes. We've kept up, but there was no chart. I have found the chart.
We're back.
It is the original. We're back.
We are so
I have
back.
caught up.
It's updated?
It's updated. I got my 6 shame points. Will's at his 4. Andrew's at his 0.
Nice.
I had a Justin, our guest from 2 episodes ago, 1 episode ago. 2. So everything is currently up to date on the chart. It is back. It is legit. It is live.
All right. Well, let's update it one more time right now.
Yeah. Will, who's not here with us
he's
at the
not
moment.
here. I guess he gets a shame point. That's really too bad.
Shame point. And you know what that means?
Oh, no.
Big ol' 5.
That's numero cinco.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Next tournament he goes to, we will decide his list.
Oh,
I'm sure
it's going to be so bad. We're going to make it so bad.
If he listens to this, hopefully he doesn't, but I'm thinking, Dragon Knights. Pure Dragon.
Oh, that is such a good idea.
He hates Dragon Knights. He wants nothing to do with them. I think just an army of pure Dragon Knights. But we'll see.
Double Mumak and Dragon Knights.
Yeah, at this rate, it'll probably be the next tournament we both go to.
And no bows on the guys in the Howdah.
Oh, yeah, just cruel.
Just ropes. We'll give them ropes.
You know what? That could be all right if there's guys up there, at least because then you could drop them off on an objective. It'd be worse to give them no ropes. Just a bunch of dudes with spears.
That's so fun.
So he's up to 5.
That's it. So you're both...
I've been hectic and moving house because other keen-eyed listeners would notice.
Yeah.
I'm in a different place. So
a little move.
I had a little move, and unfortunately, still not completely unpacked. So I will take another, putting me at 7.
You're
Andrew?
Over halfway to a second. What are we calling these?
I don't even know. Shame. I don't know. We don't have a name.
We don't know. Who needs enemies with friends like this list building?
Oh, exactly. And then unfortunately, you're boring and still have got something done.
I posted a while ago. I posted a little reel of me dry brushing bases, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah. I painted a bunch of eyes also in my Minas Tirith Warriors that I haven't taken a picture of. I had that in my back pocket. That'd be a little hard to record, but I'm hoping this week, actually, I'm going to get something in the mail, and maybe it'll make it a little bit easier to record some painting, doing some painting live streams, so we'll have to check that out.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm hoping that this will be the last of my my downfall in the shame points, and I'll be able to get back at it. I've been itching the last few weeks.
Nice.
It's like I got ideas going on in my head, so I want to get after it. So
you have
the
been
famous last words until next week when I somehow get another shame point. But
shame point.
As of right now, I aspire to get something done this week.
Nice. Your theory painting.
I've been doing heavy theory painting. Yeah.
The worst kind of painting.
I got to get these models done. When we're done recording this, I might even get some paint. I still got to Yeah, I will not get some done tonight.
No, I didn't think so. I might.
I can aspire to that, but
you can aspire to do it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that is Shane Point section done.
Shame point
Closed
section
up.
done. We're crushing it, Zach.
Killing it. Drop the mic.
Guess what? Next section is question section.
What?
And keen-eyed listeners may know that today we were supposed to answer, and we're not going to answer today, and I have a good reason. As everyone, hopefully everyone knows, or most people know, this is a tournament review episode. I was just at a tournament yesterday with the OSBGL. It was wonderful, hosted by Mr. Josh Heron, 90-point event in Oshawa. Wonderful tournament. And I was talking to some of you. Some of you know good doers and shenaniganeries and hooligans. And you admitted to me, which was a terrible decision, that if you don't know the answers to the quiz, you just don't leave a comment. And I gave you all heck, and I said, you guys got to answer the question. What the heck? Don't be not answering questions. So your punishment is that punishment. You're not going to answer them anyway, but we're not doing answers this week. You guys need to leave comments, everyone at Josh's tournament, okay? You got to leave comments, or you're on the wrong path, the path to a shame point. Even.
So what you're saying is, if we don't get 29 comments on this episode answering this section's done, we're kiboshing it.
That's not what I'm saying.
Chopping it down. No more questions.
This is an empty threat. There is no repercussion. We're going to answer them next week. But those of you who came out, you know who you are. Leave a comment on YouTube or on Spotify. And while you're at it, like and subscribe and tell your friends. There was people there yesterday that didn't know we had a podcast. But thankfully I was wearing my Council of the North shirt and hat. The hat also doesn't fit me. I don't know. Like it, oh, here we go. Wardrobe change.
Bam.
Yeah, they fit you because you have a fat head.
I do have a thick head. It's all the brain power.
Is it okay? Yeah, okay. And yeah, mine, like, it either sits like on top or it like comes down just over my ears. I can't get it to sit right. But I wore it the whole day. I adjusted it many times. Anyway, so we're not doing answers because you guys need to leave a comment, even if you don't know them all, okay? How are you going to know if you're smart or if you're Zach? So here are the questions one more time, okay? Who uses the alarm cry? Awake, fear, fire, foes, awake. Okay? These are good questions I got this week. She'll be ashamed that you didn't answer. That's a good one. Easy. Not easy, but right at the beginning of the book.
Spoiler alert, Zach is very confident with his answers this week.
We already confirmed you and Will got them all right, and Justin.
Well, no. Don't say Will got them all right.
Okay.
He did not.
Oh, he didn't
not. Don't give him undue credit.
Oh, gosh. All right. Okay, question number 2. Why was Mary able to significantly harm the Witch King? Okay, book question as well. Question number 3. Where did Bill the Pony get his name from? Another book question. All from Fellowship of the Ring. So you can go and read that right now, and you'll find all the answers, like reading comprehension homework in grade 3 or whatever. Those are the questions this week. Are you smart or are you Zach? Brought to you by David Clubley, who hasn't been answering, honestly, in the past couple of weeks, if you've noticed. He hasn't been answering, so I'm
has a kid and throws us aside like we're nothing.
You gotta get your priorities straight, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta answer the quiz questions.
At least.
Okay, moving on. Let's move on to our main topic. We're crushing this.
Winter's Wrath. 600 points.
600 points. 90 league points. 30 players. In Oshawa. The Schwa.
Dirty Schwa.
Put on by Josh Heron. Excellent event. I know Josh said there was tons of other people that helped, so whoever you are, shout out to you. It was truly a good event. the venue was this cool music venue that I would like to go and see bands at if I ever was in Oshawa, which I'm never in Oshawa, but I would frequent that place for sure. It was in, so you have to go through this like little speakeasy door into the
Cool.
basement and down some steps. And then it was this big little. Have you ever been to like a small venue, like Sneaky D's or Hard Luck? It was kind of like that, but downstairs, not upstairs. And they had tables. They had a little stage, which Josh put top tables on. And there was a bar open for the last 2 games after lunch, which was nice. I had a couple drinks. By my last game, I wish I had a couple more, but we'll get into that.
So no spoilers.
No spoilers. Yeah, really great event. Good stuff. There was some, for those who don't know, there was some issues with this event being part of something bigger, and it got canceled. But Josh got it all sorted, and we still had our event. 30 people at a 90-point event. That is a big one. That's big for
30
us.
people. Like, huge. The fact that like RGT had 38, and that was crazy. Like, we got 38 people back out there, and now we just had a regular old tournament getting 30, and
Yeah.
he sold out. So I'm sure there's people on the outside still looking in too.
Yeah, I think so.
So numbers are looking up in the OSBGL. I think that's a great sign. Good sign for our health.
Yeah, 100%. I think all 3 of us, but specifically from an admin perspective, we really want to grow the league. Like we want our numbers back. When Zach and Will and I first started going to OSBGL events, like 30 was like pretty common, 30 player tournaments. And it's dipped over COVID, and New Edition has brought some new people in and pushed some old people out. So we're hoping to get lots more 30 player events. I think that's going to be exciting. And it really, like 20 players is nice. It's like a good size. But like when you add 10 more people, like there's people that you don't even like see except for at lunch, and you obviously don't play them. And it just, it really like makes it to be a huge event. It's nice to see our community coming out. So good job, Josh and crew, for the good event.
Good job to the community for showing up.
Good job for showing up. You know what else communities can do? They can leave a comment. And we even have something you can comment about, the quiz questions that you told me that you didn't answer because you're scared of being wrong. Okay? Just be wrong.
Hey,
it's okay to be wrong.
Some people are wrong a lot. Yep. Some of those people are named Will. It's okay.
That's true. Yeah. All the time, actually.
Yeah. Consistently.
Before we get into it, I would like to give a shout out to Mac, who was the winner of the wooden spoon. Also lives close to Will.
Will's neighbor.
Will, okay, I didn't want to dox him, but Will's neighbor.
Because people know where Will lives.
He came up to me during the event, and he said, "Take these." And it was a blister of 2 metal suns of ale. What a nice guy. What a nice thing to do. So thank you, Mac. I will accept all other gifts of suns, and I will also pay for them if you have metal ones. Yeah, that's all. Also, there was a quiz. I did a little quiz for Josh. I think there was like 26 out of 30 people responded over lunch, which was quite good. And the winner, of course, without a doubt, Mr. Chris Weens, who has challenged me for Lore Master prizes and other events at Will's events, has some awesome display boards. So shout out to Chris Weens. He informed me as Chris Weens. We were saying it wrong this whole time.
We were really going with lines, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. So it's Chris Weens. Good. Congratulations. Victory by means of rock, paper, scissors. So well earned. Both final contendants guessing the final 3 tiebreaker quiz questions. Both of them getting the same one right, and then both of them guessing wrong on the other 2. And then it was decided by rock, paper, scissors. So congratulations. Yeah. that's my spiel about the event that all went on. Really nice. Shall we get into some games? My games.
Yeah, let's do it. Game one was contest champions.
Contest of Champions. If you've listened to other episodes of tournament reviews, you'll know that I hate this scenario. I think I don't. I think it needs some tweaking. I don't think that it's actually that bad. But
So
starting,
your tunes changed slightly
no, I was just more mad about it last time. I
because
still
you
have the same
lost.
opinion. Steve
So
Sos destroyed me. Yes, I was a bit salty because anyway, the scenario is weird.
would you? Which one might describe you as sad?
Okay, we need to stop. Okay, I'm not sad. Okay, I'm having a great time. It was a great event. I got to drink 2 Stellas.
Man,
Well, that's pretty great.
I'd be sad it wasn't 3.
I know. I believe me. I wish it was 3 or 4 by the end. We'll get into it. First game, yeah, Contest Champions. I don't like they have to start all bunched up right in the center, and then you got to wrap your hero. It's just so. It just doesn't. It just. I don't like it. I think the scenario is fine otherwise, but if the deployment was a little bit different, I think that's my only. Like even starting in the top half, your champion that you select to start in the top half, or like you get a 6-inch bubble to deploy, not a 3-inch bubble. Like anyway, Contest of Champions. I deploy extremely smartly. I wrap helm this time, so he can't be charged.
So you're learning. That's the important thing, right?
Yes, and I even learned something else new this game as well. You shouldn't wrap helm the entire way around because then you can't heroic move out and charge.
Oh,
So yeah, I fully bubble wrapped helm. I had to call a heroic move. I won the roll off, and helm moved 0.01 of an inch. And so I actually never fully properly got a good charge off that game. Because I'm an idiot. I
I
played
think
poorly.
maybe contest isn't such a bad scenario. You just don't know how to play contest.
Yeah,
But we're getting
that
there.
is the issue.
Next time you get it, you're gonna
Yeah.
understand. Wrap
Now I'm
helm,
gonna know
but
now.
leave the gap for him to be able to get out there and actually do something.
Yeah, that was whoopsie. Anyway, my opponent was Jan. We had never played before. You've played him before.
Yes, I am.
And he had fiefdoms. He had an interesting list. I think something you would have liked. It was Forlong with some Axemen, was Angborn with some Clansmen, and it was Dunhir with some Bowmen.
I give it the thumbs up for fun.
Yeah, it was cool. His shooting with Dunhir picked off a lot of riders.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and like you're just like re-rolling all kinds of hits and wounds, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, twice. He's 2 might. You can do it twice, but it's
It's
crazy.
crazy that you can do it twice.
He picked off a lot of riders. He got my numbers down a lot. I did a classic maneuver of so helm had to go in the middle, and then I guess I should say my list. I just assumed everyone knows what I'm playing because I only play one list, of course, and that list is Army of Edoras. Say it all together.
Oh,
Army of Edoras.
You didn't play the Balrog?
No, what? I never played the Balrog. What?
Was that a fever dream?
Filthy depths player? Come on, that list needs to be nerfed. I think some guy tried to prove that or something last season. I played. Oh, look at this guy! You're going number 2 already.
The new setup's good.
That is greasy. It is good. My list was Helm, 5 royal guard, 1 with throwing spear, 4 riders, 1 with an additional rider with a banner, and then Haleth, 4 riders, 3 shield, and 5 bowmen. That was my list. 24 models.
You've played this list, or at least the general idea of lists, many times before.
Yeah,
you like it.
I think
like how it plays.
I think with Helm, I think it's the best way to play, except for maybe one list I've seen where you go mostly hero. You bring Helm, Haleth, Hera, and Olin.
Yeah.
Maybe Leaf is in there somewhere. I can't remember. There's like kind of like, it's not all hero, but it's mostly hero. That's another way
Yeah.
you can play. But in terms of like a traditional 2 heroes battle line, I think this is the most optimized way to play Army of Edoras. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not claiming to be right. So
Until you do.
until I do. So I had a huge advantage being that I had to fight 6 heroes and he had to fight 5 heroes, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
A
So I have
huge advantage for you for
huge.
sure.
Yeah. Usually I'm on the opposite end of that. I'm playing with fight 6, playing Rohan, and I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to fight any fight 7 or Aragorn stuff. So he deployed around the line. I sort of deployed a little bit off center. We had this little tower right in the middle of the board, so I deployed behind that. I lose priority. I call heroic move with Helm. He can't get anywhere, but I do get some charges off to pin his line in place. And we kind of go back and forth a little bit. I smartly deployed Haleth on the opposite side, and which to face off against his rangers. And I ran him sort of around into cover so he couldn't shoot me, and he was just shooting at my archers basically. He wasn't getting too much done, but he did pick off a bunch of like 2 or 3 riders. Then, which is a big deal because I only have 24 models, so 13 dead and I'm broken. And he picked off 3 or 4, and he took out all my infantry with that. And Haleth never got into the game. That was a huge blunder, second huge blunder on my part in that game. He never did anything. He absorbed 10 shots, maybe, his little group of riders, including him.
Yeah.
The battle line goes back and forth. I'm losing a lot of stuff because it's just so many riders, and you had this horde of +1 to wound everywhere.
Yeah.
And spears and stuff. So he was getting kills. I was getting a few kills. Helm was putting in some work. There was one combat where Helm called heroic combat, and he was able to get into Forlong, and he just killed Forlong. Yeah.
Just nothing Forlong can do in that situation. It's his 2 or his 3 wounds, but it's just not 2 attacks. He's not going to put up with the Helm charge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think his only heroic strength, so can't even strike at you.
No, he was out of might as well. He was calling moves and stuff. So
yeah,
I was pretty confident. I still had 3 might, so I was like, it's like 90+% that I kill Forlong here. Forlong killed 1 model. The Forlong getting killed was Helm's 3rd or 4th, so I was guaranteed 12 points there, which means I win no matter what.
Yeah,
because you can't. It's only 20 points, and you're guaranteed 12. So from there, we broke each other. Helm killed his champion, so I get 2 points there for 14.
Oh yeah.
He killed Helm though, and we were both broken. So the final score, Helm got like trapped and couldn't win a move off, and eventually died. Just everyone with +1 to wound just took him down.
It helps.
Yeah,
just piling on attacks, knowing +1. It's a great rule.
Yeah, like 4s to wound on some of them. It's just like 4s and 5s.
And if you start 2-handing, I don't know if he was, but you start 2-handing, then it's like +2 to wound.
Yeah, he probably was 2-handing with some stuff because it was like 8 dice versus Helm's 3, and I'm like, okay,
why wouldn't you 2-hand?
I have higher fight, but I mean, if I don't get the 6, you're very likely getting a 6, and that's what happened twice, or once, or I don't know. Anyway, Helm died. That's the way she goes. But
Way the road.
So he got 3 points for breaking me, 3 points for leader kill, and I got 14 points for the rest, or however else. I don't know what all the points were. But anyway, 14-6 victory for me. So an acceptable victory.
You know what I think we have to start doing is actually paying attention to how we score our points, because I think the last tournament review I did too, I was like, I don't know how I got here. Like, I don't know where my points came from.
I guess I could open up the book.
The game happened.
The game happened. It was 12. It was 12 for tripling the opponent's champion and 2 points for killing it. Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, right, because it's the scoring. Yes, you're right.
Should I
I
have got
forgot.
more points for killing as a leader? Hold on, we gotta look this up now. Now I'm curious. Did I screw myself out of points here? I don't know where my
This
rule
is
books
the
are.
amazing discussion that people love to listen to.
This is
People
quality
talking and
content,
then
everyone.
realizing we have no idea what we're talking about. We
We're
don't know
not
what's
very good
going
at the
on.
game. We're not very good.
No, we just like
My
to
book's too
talk.
far. We just like to talk about it and hang out. My book's too far. I'm not going to open it. Anyway, the
Even
inputted score
better.
was 14-6. Sorry? What'd you say?
Oh, I said even better that we're not even going to verify it after all.
No, not at all. We're not
It's
looking at
fine.
it.
It was probably accurate.
It's,
Points were scored. You won.
I
1-0.
won.
Helm.
I'm 1-0. Helm put in work. He did die, but he won me the game single-handedly. Literally. Well, no, two-handedly because he's burly.
Yeah.
He always two hands. Sometimes think about that. He's on a horse and then he's two-handing with a sword as well.
Yeah.
That's like, you know what
That's
I
some
mean?
man stuff right there.
Yeah, that is a muscle man in Middle Earth kind of
That
thing, you
is.
know? Okay. Game two. Game two was against a bit of a rival I've never beaten, except for maybe today or yesterday. Uh, Garrett Pogson. We've been meeting each other at tournaments for many years, many years, as long as I can remember, really. And he has beat me every single time except for the last time we played where we tied due to Legless winning the fight against the Balrog and causing one wound, being the 1 point for leader wounding, which caused a
Oh,
tie. Luckily, I still won that tournament, so I'm not salty about it. But today he had Return of the King, which, if you don't know, is an incredibly tough matchup for Army of Edoras or Rohan in general. You got Ghosts with Terror and
Aragorn.
Aragorn being a fight 7
King of
hero
the
who has
Dead
free might.
just killing you instantly.
King of the Dead being able to one shot your one of your two heroes or both of them, but like he can just outright kill Helmer Howeth, which takes away like so much of the list.
It's something you gotta just account for. Even if it never happens,
Yeah,
you have to play your game around the thought of if I get caught out here and he gets a wound through,
yeah, I'm
that's
dead.
it. Like you gotta be so careful with that.
Yeah. Um, and then Legolas, of course, probably the most busted model points for points in the game.
Yeah. It's just
I
so
think
good.
pretty
Such
much
good
everyone
value.
agrees. Yeah, too good value.
Yeah.
He could use a little tone down or points increase. Probably a tone down, honestly.
Well,
Some of the
hey,
rules are.
February's coming up.
I do hope they do something. He doesn't need a huge change. He needs a little something.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's my rant about Legolas. No one likes playing against Legolas. Everyone brings Legolas. We all know it's not a secret. He's
Everyone was
really
bringing him
strong.
last edition, and he somehow got better.
He
So
got better somehow. Yeah.
why not keep bringing him?
In
You
this
played lead from
scenario,
the front.
yes, lead from the front. For those of you who don't know, lead from the front is 3 objectives along the middle of the board, and you only score them with your heroes.
You
For
are
those
at
of
a
you,
disadvantage.
yes, for those of you who remembered, keen-eared listeners will remember I only have 2 heroes. One is Legend, and one is Valor, but he has Aragorn, which is Legend in that list, and then 2 Valor with Legolas and King of the Dead. So usually when I play this list with Army of Edoras, I'm thinking, how much shooting can I do against ghosts, or really against Aragorn to try and get a leader wound,
Yeah.
and just skirmish him? But it's really tough because they move 8, and then when I do want to charge, it causes terror. So if Helm's not near the Warhorn, it's like 8+ to get
Tough.
in is not reliable. King of the Dead's fight 6, Legolas's fight 6. They tie my heroes. Aragorn's fight 7 with free might. It's a super hard matchup, and Legolas just like picking people's horses to shoot and Just like I
Yeah.
got 3 dice to get a 6, so a roll guard died. Like, okay, there's like 18 points or whatever. It's tough
Let
matchup.
alone you can only threaten 2 objectives at once.
Yes.
He could
Yeah.
literally defend 2 of them and have Legolas at the 3rd shooting in, shredding you, and that could win the game
Yes.
in a
Legolas
hypothetical
did.
sense.
Legolas did sit on an objective and shoot me.
Oh,
That did
really?
happen.
Well, yeah,
Unsurprising.
it makes sense.
Um, so we sort of deployed half and half. He had King of the Dead on one side, and I had Haleth and some bowmen on one side. And then I had Helm in the middle, sort of. And I immediately swung around to the right-hand side behind this forest to go to the far objective. And he followed with Aragorn and Legolas and left King of the Dead. The first or the second turn, I think, I ended up getting 5 bow shots through to Aragorn. And I had 5 dice to get a 5. And I
So
got
you
0
you
5s.
what? So you how do you not get a wound there?
That's what I'm saying. Because if I start to, like, statistically, I was like, okay, I'm going to get a wound. At least one wound. I'll be up 1 VP. And then I just got to protect Helm, and I'm playing up. But I didn't wound Aragorn. Very unfortunate. My shooting, I think, otherwise killed 1 ghost. Maybe 2. Which is okay with that. That's like a fair
Yeah.
amount of points. That's like 6 guys. Because they're a lot of points. So I was okay with that. There's like a little bit of skirmishing happening on the right-hand side. I charge in with a couple riders, kill off 1 or 2 ghosts. I get Helm and like 3 riders on one guy in a heroic combat, and I just leave. The flank because Aragorn and Legolas are there.
It's just get out.
I'm just gonna lose. So I just left. I tried to run away. He picked off like another couple guys on chasing me out of there, but I think it was the right play. That's when Legolas sat on that objective, and then Aragorn sort of followed Helm back to the middle.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the other side of the board, the King of the Dead has used all of his might on I forget what, on something, and Haleth is still on 2 or 3. And I
That's not
managed to
bad.
charge Haleth and another rider in on the King of the Dead. And obviously I strike to automatically be higher, and Haleth ends up killing the King of the Dead.
It's
Yeah,
huge.
really cool stuff.
That's huge.
That was a big play. That was a big play.
Takes a big threat off the board and takes away scoring potential for him.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't have too many ghosts with King of the Dead. I kind of like obviously I drew the rest of the army away in Legolas, which my flank did take a hit from that, but I managed to be able to I passed a lot of courage checks to tie people up. And then just getting Haleth in when I knew I could win the fight with 6 dice at least to the King of the Dead's 2 or 3, whatever he has.
Yeah.
And then I knocked down strength 4 and just needing flat 6s. Yeah, so I managed to kill King of the Dead. So that was big. And then I kind of cleaned up that flank a little bit. I brought Helm over and he cleaned up a couple things. But time was running short now, and how I had to go and run and sit Haleth on my left objective to mirror Legolas, and Helm and Aragorn were in the middle. Now you might think, what a good idea. This'll be a tie, you know. And it will. What I should have done was give Aragorn the middle objective, right?
And went for
And run
Legolas.
over and challenge Legolas, because I will take 2 points because I'm a higher heroic tier.
Yeah.
My brain did not think of that. I played scenario 2. It's my second time. I'm not. Like I said, we're bad at the game. That's what I should have done. And Garrett he almost said it in the game. He came up to me after and he was like, "Do you know why I was like, oh no?" I was like, "I don't know. You're being dramatic." He's like, "No, you could have won." It's like, "Oh, I could have won."
Could have.
But I wasn't thinking about that because I just remembered my bowman did take another casualty with them, and it was his banner bearer. 2 bowmen sniped his banner on the one turn that he did not have anyone in base contact with it, which feels really lucky. Unfortunately, I was not able to run my banner away in time, and Aragorn got in there and killed it. So I lost my advantage, which
Yeah.
means the game was a tie, 7-7.
Well, it's better than a loss.
It is better than a loss. I still have never beat Garrett. I should have beat him that game, but I should have been reading. Should have been reading points and stuff.
Yeah.
That matchup is so hard though. Like I'm fine with the tie. That is it's so hard to play that.
You were fortunate to get away with having the king with Snow White.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I
what's he
just
just
forced
doing
some
heroic
moves out of him.
moves with it or
Yeah,
marches?
forcing moves out of him because I did have a lot of cavalry, and it's not
Yeah.
like I need 6x4s or something to wound. But like if I get a charge off and charge your ghost with two, that's
Makes
four
your chances
dice.
so much better.
Yeah. So and he didn't have a lot, so he wanted to try and tag stuff.
Well, he definitely loses his numbers by taking the third hero.
Yeah,
Adding Legolas in the mix, it's like your numbers aren't going to look as good as they would if he wasn't there.
yeah.
Because
But
what would that be like?
Legolas,
Another 7, 8 models, probably
I don't. I think it's like six,
6.
six ghosty boys.
Legolas does a lot too.
Legolas does a lot. I will say on his pinpoint shots, that's where you can shoot one time into combat. He shot 3 times in combat and rolled a 1 to hit 3 times in a row. So that game looks very differently if he hits those.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Legos Blues might early taking out 2 Royal Guard. So
Well, taking out guys, it's such a tough decision I find on shooting a lot. Is do I use my might to try and take this out on a bow shot?
yeah,
And it's like, well, it's a kill. It's one less
kill's a
model on the
kill.
table. Is a might point worth it? Could be.
For Royal Guard
Could
it is,
be.
especially in that list because they have Bodyguard. They'll just charge into ghosts regardless.
Oh yeah, that's true too. That's a
So
huge
he
one.
made the right play there. Yeah, so
Oh,
that was a tie. That was a tie
oh,
game that I could have won very easily, but I didn't. I
well,
tied.
I wouldn't go very easily.
Well, I could have won just by Helm was in position to sit on the objective with Legolas, and I
Yeah,
had might. I could have, if we fought, I could have struck an auto, been higher, and probably killed him. So, well, it it could have been a win easily on the last turn if I had just
yeah,
moved Helm the other way instead of challenge Aragorn. The game was not easy. The game was incredibly difficult.
yeah.
That is a hard matchup for Army Veteras. I feel like most lists have a hard time with Return of the King. It's such a solid list.
Turn
Not
to
not
King,
like
Men of the West. It's just
yeah,
Aragorn is
Aragorn
such a great,
is good.
reliable hero, and he brings his
Yeah,
best buddy Legolas with him, who everywhere you go,
I feel bad for
two of them are
Gimli.
just ruining your day.
Gimli's always left out.
He is definitely left behind, and he's not a bad hero. He's just not as good as those two.
Not as good as Legolas.
No. So game 3, you're 1-0-1. Not too bad. You're still,
I'm 1-0-1. Yeah, I'm looking okay.
yeah,
That
you're
was
not
I
sitting
was
bad.
no, and that game was challenging. It was a good game, so I was like, I was feeling good after playing that. It was like a really good experience game. It wasn't a practice game; it was an event, but at a game in terms of getting practice at being good at the game, that was a good game. I
Yeah.
was even if I
Well, Garrett's
lost
a
that,
good
I would have been
opponent.
yeah. Garrett's a good opponent. We
He
had
knows
good
what he's
fun.
doing.
Then we for
And you get,
lunch we had pizza. By the way, in case anyone's wondering, we this poor guy at the shop, he didn't have any slices left. We all like went in there and ate up all his pizza.
well,
I had to get a veggie slice because there's just nothing left. I got one pepperoni, one veg. Yeah, it was alright. It was
that's
fine.
not good.
I mean, prefer the meat, but I got something. Um, Next up, game number 3. This is an interesting one. I come back, the bar is open. I grab a Stella because that's all we drank at Articon. So I was feeling nostalgic. And I come up against Kevin in Domination, playing. Can anyone guess? Take a wild guess, Zach, what this guy was playing, unless you already know.
Well, I'm kind of staring at it, but I do not know. The Black Riders.
The Black Riders.
I was like,
Never in a million
BR.
years did I think I would be playing Black Riders.
No,
Uh,
that's crazy.
Yeah, he said he wanted to play it so that he could be the number one player on Longshanks because no one plays it.
Respect it. Respect it.
And I was very happy to draw a domination against a list with 5 models.
And you're normally like going into that. The mobility of Army Veteras is nice in domination,
Yeah,
but
but I gotta
your
kill stuff.
numbers might not always be as good.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit. It's a fight.
I gotta kill stuff.
Yeah.
Then this time I could have sat back the whole game. I didn't, but I could have done. I knew that I had a tie, so I was trying to go for a big win this game. And we'll see if I do it. So it was domination. We sort of deploy. We're sort of playing chicken around this one building. Haleth again is on one side with some riders against one ring wraith. He's kind of like hiding behind a building and compelling people out and trying to black dart and stuff, and doesn't get a whole lot done initially. And on the other side is Helm and a bunch of Royal Guard and riders and the Witch King, and then the 3 other wraiths, all mounted on horse, by the way.
Yeah.
Which they have to be. They have to be.
It's the point.
And they get 2 attacks. Yes, they're riders. They get 2 attacks in this list, so they can actually stand up and fight. They're not the one attack. Yeah. The other army rules that once per game per wraith, you get a channeled transfix. So the wraith shouts. He does this little screech, and it's a free, no will, no might. You get a free transfix on a 6. Within whatever the range is, 6 inches. Quite good.
Yeah. Pretty solid.
And they don't lose will for being in combat as well, so that you can actually fight with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the list is trying to do. I'm sure there's other rules too that you can go and read it yourself, but those are the big ones that I found. Yeah. So we were playing like a lot of chicken. Like he was coming out casting, trying to compel people in, and then if it worked, he would charge. And if it didn't work, he would go and hide behind the building again so that I couldn't see him. Eventually, I just had to like sack some riders and just get people in. The thing was, though, that within 12 of Helm, riders and Royal Guard are +1 fight. Within 12 of the general. That's just the rule on the profile. So Royal Guard are matching fight with ring race. Now, unfortunately, when they charge, I'm only getting 1 dice because it's cavalry charging cavalry. But still, that's pretty big. So I have to just throw a couple riders in just to start tagging up the guys, the wraiths, so that they're not casting or screaming at me.
Yeah.
And they do okay. And then finally I get more Royal Guard and Helm around the corner. And we get into combat and the Witch King loses. I forget if either he was out of might or Helm struck higher or something. Anyway, I think Helm just killed her. Maybe he died to riders. He died to he lost a fight and died to a Royal Guard or something. Because just 1 wound, right?
It's such a risky thing having that 1 wound.
Yeah, 1 wound each model, and he failed 3 of his fate rolls over the course of the game. So it was just like, okay, I got 1 wound and 1 fate. I failed a fate. The wraith's dead. Happened 3 times. So that was rough. He had and always on not enough that he couldn't might it up. It was like 2s and 1s. So he couldn't blow his might to do it. So that was very unlucky for him. That was very, really unfortunate. But yeah, 1 wound. And then once the Witch King died, like, there's no threat anymore. There's fight 5 wraiths. Even if they compel a couple riders, like I'm outnumbering him. I have Helm. On the other side of the board, though, with Haleth and the other riders, I actually ended up bringing Haleth back because I just needed might and like agency on the other side of the board. And I left 1 rider on a back objective who was taking the odd pot shot at the Wraith. And there was 4 riders. I ended up bringing over 2 more. There was 6 riders, almost over half my riders. This Wraith compelled out like 3 riders, charged them, won the fight, and killed them on a 5-up 4 times. It was insane. I had 2 riders of Rohan there. I'm like, okay, well, this isn't a good odds now. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's
This,
killed so many riders. It was just the one wraith hiding on the other side of the board, and he was either doing black darts or 3 or 4 compels, and then he wounded me 4 times on a 5-up.
that's crazy.
Craziness. It was the only part of the board where his dice were in his favor. The rest was pretty average, or below average rolling fate.
Yeah.
So he did manage to score the far objective, giving him 3 points, and then I had 17 points at the end of that. I was looking for a 20-0 there. I couldn't get to the objective in time because he was quartered. There's nothing.
Yeah.
I guess I could have not charge. What I should have done is not charge. But I ended up killing 2 race in 1 turn, which I
And
didn't suspect I would
that's a
do. And then
huge spike on 5 models.
yeah,
Two's gonna
exactly. And
put you.
then he was quartered and the game ended, so I couldn't get over to get that 20-0. But 17-3, victory, domination. He was a good opponent.
Rolling what?
Yeah, 2-0-1. So I was feeling good. I think at this point I was 4th. So I was hoping for a top 5, depending on my last game. Potentially a podium, depending if there's no 4-0s, right? So I was feeling good. Got another Stella.
Good man.
And then, so game 4, I was in 4th, and I unfortunately got paired with the number 1 ranked player, Nick. I'm not even going to try and pronounce her last name, so I don't.
Piskliwick?
Sure.
It's definitely not right. There's no way that's
why
right.
I didn't try. Nick. I've seen Nick. He was at our GT, and this was the first time I played him. And he was 50 VPs going into the final round.
Oh.
So he was killing it.
Major victories.
Yeah, and I was really hoping that being the 4th place player, either the 2nd or 3rd place player would have to face him. But no, it was me. I had to face him. And he brought an extremely powerful list, I think, Shadows of Angmar. And so he had Gullivar, he had the Shadow of Rudar, which I'll talk about in a second. 2 Barrow-wights, which is just filth. They need to be changed. Paralyze needs to be changed.
Paralyze is just too strong of a rule. It's
a little too good. I'll talk about that too. 2 werewolves, a couple of wargs, and a bunch of orc filth. Some lead bows. It was good mix. And we had stormed the camp. So I'm thinking, I'm
just before you get too much into your game here, I pulled up his record for the day. I won't spoil the last game, but 16-0 against the Black Riders list, which I could just imagine with the Paralyze and 5 models would have sucked. Then he 20-4 an Azog's Hunters list from Lead from the Front. And then got a 14-8 on Domination over Kyle's, what was it, Last Alliance list?
Yeah,
which is probably
that was Kyle's first
closest game, and Kyle's a very good player, so he was performing exceedingly well today. Like, really good showing.
Yeah, and Kyle was that was game 3. Kyle was going to that 2-0 with a huge VP lead. So something crazy. It's tons of VPs, and then he took a loss, and that was his loss. For this top table gaming right here.
You're right. 21, 20-0. That's insane.
Yeah, Kyle was on fire. Last line's good list. The elf blade thing. Anyway, storm the camp. I figure I do okay. I got a banner. He doesn't. I just got to get the banner in his camp, and then I need the game to end. And I get 10 points. So I deploy. The train's okay. I do some shooting. It doesn't really convert on anything. Helm kind of goes around the back and loops up to try and make a run down the middle, and then Haleth is kind of skirmishing on the side with some bows. Gullivar comes over to the side and does end up charging to my battle line when I had priority, so on his on the bottom of the turn. so I can't capitalize on that. And then he calls a heroic combat, obviously kills the rider. And then I was really dumb and didn't call a strike with Haleth, which is probably, was a huge blunder on my part. I should have, as soon as I saw that, I should have struck with Haleth. I didn't. He ran to Haleth and killed Haleth with full might and everything. I figured like he had good odds to win, but like as long as he can get a 6 and I got, it was okay. I had 3 dice to his, well, ended up being 5 because he's monstrous charge. Which is not that good odds. It was a huge blunder on my part. He killed Haleth, and then that side of the board, which was basically right in front of my camp, is just open to being demolished now because there's nothing to fight Gullivar. Helm goes up the middle. I still have a chance, even though that really sucked. And I'm running up. I lose a heroic move and get charged. Helm gets paralyzed. I resist it. I lose another priority, lose another heroic move. Helm gets paralyzed and falls off his horse, and I was like, okay, this game's done. Helm, so I was basically swamped by that point. Like I was surrounded because I lost so many priorities in a row.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get a charge. I couldn't use my army rule. My guy, all the boys did well for, having 1 dice. Like I did okay, but not nearly good enough. The first time Helm was paralyzed, I lost 3 fights and didn't lose either of the guys, and I backed up all 3 models into Helm. So Helm rolls the dice and gets a 2. He can't might it to a 6. Okay, so I got 3 more chances to get a 6. So 4 dice total. I have 3 more to roll 6. None of them roll 6. So Helm's dismounted and auto losing fights and can't activate, so I can't call heroic moves, and he's the only might left on the board. The next turn I lose priority. I have no might to activate, so I get surrounded again. I managed to back up 1 guy into Helm. Helm rolls another 2. He can't might it, and the other guy doesn't roll 6. And I lost a ton of stuff. And then I ended up calling because I said there's actually no way I can score any points. And I have like 5 guys in my camp and Gullivar's there. Like, let's not waste our time. Let's just call it. So we called it, and so he won 17-0 because he didn't have points for the banner. He didn't have a banner in the list. I don't know if you can bring one. You probably can. So yeah, 17-0.
Yeah, you
that
can
was
get
like
an
5-turn game. Okay, well he didn't have it, so he got max DP 17.
Why would you need it when you have 2 barrel weights at Gullivar?
Yeah, you don't need it.
Why would you need the banner?
Yeah. Yeah, that is an incredibly difficult matchup for Army of Veteras. Even forgetting, if it's just Gullivar, that's one thing, because he doesn't have strikes, so you can, I say that, I'm famous for rolling 1s and 2s on my heroic strikes, but you can strike higher and then win, and he's only D5 or something like that, so
yeah,
you can gimp him pretty easily, and then he loses attacks as well as he loses wounds. But it was the fact that it was comboed with the paralyze, so Helm could never get a charge off and go, because when I see like a line of orcs and I'm playing Helm, it's like, oh yeah, this is perfect. Right? I'm killing 4 guys a turn easily, no problem. So if I got a charge with Helm and all the Royal Guard, called 4th Air Lengas, reroll all my wounds, I'm demolishing a huge portion of his army in 1 turn. But it never happened because Paralyze, I resisted the 1, and then Paralyze went off and Helm falls off his horse for some reason and never gets back up, and the game ends. Like it was just simple as that. And there was no outplaying it, right? Because he can see where I'm running and he has 2 bear whites. So he just positions them where you're going to run into 6 inches of a bear white. And he's got 5 will to cast a 4-up spell. Like it's going to go out. And I did resist it for the first turn.
Yeah.
Then unfortunately I lost a heroic move. So maybe that could have been a big turn, but
it could have helped.
It's a spell that ends games. Yeah. The spell is too strong. It ends games in a lot of scenarios. where there would otherwise be play. It's not
I
like
think
transfix.
there's
It's like,
certain lists where I think it's the fact that you have Gullivar who can really just double down on, oh, you're transfixed, and now I can pounce. I can fly in there from being completely out of range, eat you up, and then fly away again.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
almost like when you
It's
couldn't fly, it wasn't as bad.
yeah,
It's like you're just paralyzing him and dismounting your hero. Okay, but at least Gullivar's still not just going to be able to pounce on me. Oh wait, now he can. I think it's a good list.
yeah. The list is good, and he played it well, and he was a good opponent. I have nothing bad to say. He was a good opponent, Nick.
Yeah,
You did find out that we had a podcast. Hopefully, you're checking out this episode.
hopefully
Um,
one new
hopefully,
commenter.
so one new commenter and a new liker and a new subscriber. Um, yeah. So yeah, there was nothing for it. I like literally couldn't score points, so we just called it. Yeah,
Yeah,
paralyze something like maybe like if it doesn't dismount the hero, right, or he can fight back, like as a transfix. The other thing where someone said, I think it was Kyle, was instead of rolling an extra dice to try and get a 6 for each person in base contact, it should be a +1. And that
yeah,
way, if you even if it's 1, then it's a 5. At least it's not 16%. You're up to 33% now.
yeah.
And then if it's 2 people, you're at 50-50. And then leave it on a casting on a 4-up. But if you're going to keep it on 6s, it can't be cast on a 4-up. It's so strong.
It's
You know, you
so good.
and they got 5 will. So you throw 2 dice twice to basically guarantee getting it off. And then you
Yeah,
got one more cheeky dice on a 50-50, you get it off.
yeah.
Uh, and it looks like Rohan, which is famously not resistant to magic. Like Helm
Res-
uses will one time, that's it. Like I'm out.
it's so easy to stay on top of you. Like just
Yeah.
keep powering through, keep you paralyzed, and not give you a
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup. That is a really tough matchup. That and Return of the King are both really, really tough games. Yeah, so I lost that one. So I ended the day on 2-1-1. So I'm okay with that. That's not bad.
Not too bad. You
I would have
finished
liked
in
to
the
not.
top 10, ninth
I finished
overall.
top 10. That's right. Finished ninth. That was my goal. I like to finish in usually the top 10 or the top third. It's usually where I like to sit with Army Veteras. Happy with that. It was looking pretty sweet if I got maybe like a 10 VP win or something like that. I was maybe threatening podium. I don't know.
Yeah, because, well,
Um,
podium was Nick Pisklewick. Pis, Pisklewick. Pisklewick sounds actually a lot more accurate. But 4-0 just dominated the day at like
67
just
VPs.
his when you look at his scoring, it's like he dominated. Very well
Yeah.
deserved. But second place, Jeremy Hildebrandt, 4-0. We had two
Jeremy
4-0s
Hildebrand
under
4
there.
0. 4
So
0.
also congrats to Jeremy.
Yeah,
Just
Jeremy, you took the only prize I wanted. So thanks for that.
oh, what did he get?
He got the Heroes of Edoras box. Hera, Freylaf, Leaf, and Olwen.
Just just another army for him to build.
Don't
Yeah,
you
you would
dare
have
play
liked.
Army of Edoras, Jeremy. It's my army. No one can play it.
And then third place went to Garrett. 3-0-1.
Garrett, you're welcome for that. You're welcome.
If you had given him that win, he could have been 4-0 too.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I should have won the game, which means
Oh,
Kyle would have got third. But no, I gave him the tie, which means Garrett got third. And then, yeah, Kyle fourth. And then Jacob Wixon coming in fifth. Big congrats. The best showing from
3-1.
Jacob yet. 3-1, 3 on
Yeah,
VPs, bringing Boromir and one of the Ranger bros,
Madrill.
Madro. We actually had a practice game on the Friday before, which was good fun. We took our list out and had a little practice game. That was good. Good warm up. And then final shout out, Nefarious Bread, Ben. You wanted to play Jeremy's Thranduil's Hall, and you lost to it. You could have played Shadows of Angmar, and also probably lost to that too.
Yeah, it's just that would not matter.
Yeah,
Shadows of
Shadows of Angmar,
Magmar.
good list. Nick played it well. Congratulations. I believe that is the first. He said that was the first time that he's won a tournament. So congratulations.
He's fairly new to the game, isn't he? Like newish in
New,
the
at
sense of
least
showing
new
up to the
to
tournaments.
tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah, new to tournaments at least.
Hasn't been to too
Yeah,
many too yet, so maybe we got a dark horse for the lead this year.
could do. Yeah, could do. I'm not trying this year. I'm having fun.
Having some Stellas.
I'm just having.
Enjoying it.
I'm just gonna try and have a beer at every event I go to.
That will not happen.
It
Well,
won't. Well,
it could.
parking lot beers,
Roadies.
greasy
There's
roadies, and
something to be
parking lot
said
beers.
about parking lot beers. You
Speaking of
see,
parking lot beers, Zach and I once we were at a place which will remain nameless at a tournament. We don't want to get anyone in trouble, and we were gonna have a cheeky little just one beer in the parking lot,
brought a little cooler,
and
mid game session, the stress is getting to you, just relax.
crack a
Take a
cold
cold
one,
one.
easy. And who else is in the parking lot? A copper. Unbelievable. He sat there the whole time we had lunch, and we couldn't have our road beers. Or I think we
And
ended up
I
drinking in your car.
yeah.
Sorry, not road beer. We're not driving. We were in the parking
No.
lot. Parking lot beers. We were not
No,
driving.
no, no.
We had already gotten our lunch. We were sitting in the parking lot. We just
Yeah.
wanted to crack a beer and wait to. I think we did end up drinking it in your car. We were just sitting in the parking lot, hiding
Yeah.
it from the. It's
It
okay.
was ruining the enjoyment of it.
It was the most stressful beer I ever drank.
Yeah. It's like, this guy comes over here. Ah, man, what are we doing? It was not worth the enjoyment that it was supposed to be.
No, I would do it again though.
Oh, for sure. That's the goal for this year.
Yeah, a beer at every tournament. Speaking of
And
beers at every tournament, you can come out to Will's event. There will be no beers unless you bring them and drink them, which I'd to check with him if you can do that. That's January 10th.
This is real Council of the North after dark. For
Yeah,
sure.
this is what happens. We're unleashed. We're off the leash.
Yeah, we don't have our master keeping us in line.
Yeah, just the cool kids are here now. January 10th is Will's 100-point event.
Weren't you on
in
January
Lindsay.
10th?
Nope, that's Will's event.
Oh, okay. I thought yours was the 10th. Yours the
No,
24th?
my event is January 24th.
Oh, okay. I had the dates wrong. Okay.
I got the dates wrong. So Will's event is a 100 league point event. It's going to be 500 points. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to a smaller tournament like that. I got a creative list. I don't think I'm going to bring it actually, though. I think it's going to be too bad. But I'm trying to.
No, you've been
No,
hyping
it's
it up
bad.
for like a week.
I know.
It's
I know I
obviously going to
have,
be
but
bad.
I might do it anyway, just to prove that at a 100-point event, I'll bring an absolutely terrible
It's
list.
something different. It's a list it's a list he's played, but it's a new variation of it.
Yeah,
It
it's
could be
not the
good.
Balrog.
It's not the Balrog.
Stop your comments right now. It's not Debs.
It's something else,
We'll
and then
see.
he'll audible into the Balrog because it's a 100-point tournament. And as much as he says he's just having fun this year, he'll be like, "I win 100 points. I'm right in it, right off the bat."
That's true. It's true. If I get an early 100-point victory, no, I will not be bringing the Balrog to that.
I will
yes,
not have a
500
choice,
points.
but I bring to that.
You won't have a choice.
No.
Yeah, we got to come with something. If you have any suggestions for what we should force Zach to play, please leave a comment.
Oh,
Although
that is actually a great comment. Yeah.
That's quality content. Do some list building, some theory crafting in the comment section below. That is Will's tournament, January 10th. 100-point events. Try to come and make it out to that if you can, Lindsay. It's going to be a lot of fun. We will, unless something goes terribly wrong, we will get in 6 100-point events this season. So basically every other month is what our goal is. And we would like
Nice.
to try and get 30 people to each of those. You heard it here first. That's our goal. At least it's my goal for the admin league team. So please do try and support the league. Come up to that, drag your friends. It's 500 points, so it's like it's gonna be competitive, 100-point event, but it's 500 points. It's a good sort of intro for newer players. Everyone's super friendly. No one's gonna be being a jerk. Try and come up to that, and then later on in the month, January 24th, I will be hosting a 80-point hobby event called Scattered on the Mountain, which is, I believe, the OSBGL's first escalation event. I don't think we've ever had an escalation event, not truly. I know, right? Exciting stuff.
Crazy. What?
Unbelievable. So this is sort of building off of the 50-point event, A Night to Remember, that I ran in the summer, which I plan to run again this summer. It's at a board game cafe that's fully licensed, has a kitchen as well, so you can eat and drink while you play. Very casual, so it's an 80-point event. The first 2 games are 50 points with the sort of modified rules that we used for A Night to Remember, which worked out quite well, and I made a few changes talking to Zach and Will, and we think that the rules are going to be even better now. The next 2 games are 150 points, and you need to bring a hero for that, standard gameplay. And the last 2 games are 300 points. No named heroes. Boards are all 2x2. You have to include every model in your previous list, so to show that your force is growing. And then the first 2 games, 50-point games, 18 inches away from your board side, right in the middle, is an objective that one of your models can pick up. You have to basically try and pick up those 2 that you can pick up, and if you kill your opponent's model that's holding it, it drops it, and then you can pick that up as well. You can start hoarding them. And at the end of the event, the person with the most objectives gets a TP. I think I have it. So you get 1 extra point, or maybe it's 1 TP each. I can't remember, but something cool like that. So you want to try and do this little side mission of like picking up supplies or wounded allies or whatever you imagine it to be. Fun stuff like that. So yeah, come up to that, have a couple beers, have some food. I will also say, I'm going to make an announcement of an announcement. I have an announcement to make that I can't make yet. I don't even think you know about it, Zach. But for that event, you've been too busy
unsure
to
of
know
what's
about
happening.
it. At that event, it would be wise to put your best hobby foot forward. I'll just say that. Bring your A game in terms of hobby, in terms of display boards, in terms of best painted. Yeah, more than you would at other events. Okay, fair. Lots of warning.
So
Lots of
what you're
notice
saying
even.
is for display board, a Mumax Howdah does not count, not attached to a Mumac.
No, bringing an unattached Mumax Howdah will probably not get you many votes for best
Damn.
painted. Yes, if you're interested in competing for the league crafting score, put your best foot forward that day. You will not regret it. That's all I can say, unfortunately, until a couple weeks from now. Yeah, that's the events coming up for January. I think there's some in February, but I don't know about them. Go check the OSBGL Facebook page for events.
Has there been
There's a
stuff declared
TTS
for
event
February?
happening. I think there's one. I don't know. Check the Facebook page, everyone.
Oh, James Marth's basement.
James Marth's basement tournament. That's right.
700 points. It is. Is that one in February?
It might be in February.
Look at the Facebook page,
You
but
brought
James
it up.
Marth, great guy, is hosting a tournament in his basement. It's small numbers, so if you want to get in the London area, probably want to sign up quick because I'm sure spots will fill up.
That's right. I think that's everything. The event was a lot of fun. I know I said like 4 times, but it was a lot of fun to see lots of new faces and familiar faces.
Never
Sad
hurts
you
to
guys couldn't
emphasize
make
the
it.
fun. That's why we're all here, right?
Yeah, we're all here to have fun, except for Will, who's here to win.
Yeah. He's not even here.
He's not even here, so he can't win or have fun.
No, not like us.
No, we're just here crushing it after dark.
Crushing it after dark. Cheers.
Cheers to that. Do you have anything else you want to say? Any other questions about the event or any other comments?
Wish I could have made it. It seemed like it was a really good time. Um, I'm still impressed with the numbers. I
Yeah.
mean, getting 30 people out. If we can keep this up, like if Will's tournament can get another 30, um, I hope people don't get scared off by the weather. I know that's been
Hopefully not.
a bit of a concern right now is people are
This
worried
is
about
Canada,
how far
folks.
away it is. It's not far. It's reasonable.
No, it's
It's
far.
reasonable. It's reasonable for me. It's now a it's now a quick jaunt by the lake instead of the 4-hour drive. But
Yeah, I can't rely on you to come pick me up anymore. It's
no,
devastating.
no.
Absolutely devastating.
Yeah, now you gotta figure it out. Take the train.
I
I'll
gotta
come
take the
find you.
train or drive myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Canadian, okay, folks? Don't be scared by the weather. Okay,
No, it's
leave
fine.
early, come the night before, get an Airbnb with your buddies and have a couple drinks. Make a weekend out of it, okay? This is our hobby.
Yeah,
Gotta have
enjoy it.
some fun time. That's our sales pitch.
Yeah. We're doing it because
We're
he's not here to do it himself.
That's right. You're welcome, Will. He
Yeah.
owes us really
Oh, he does. He does for sure.
in a major way.
Huge. And then for your tournament, I'll sell it as well. It was a great venue the last time we held there. Like
It was
lots
good.
of
It
space,
was
the
really good.
tables. You had your 2x2 set up, and you had so much extra space around. It was a more casual atmosphere, which I mean, I love showing up to competitive stuff and just getting after it, trying to do your best. But it was nice laid back. I think it was like the first tournament Don had been to in a long time. It
Yeah,
was just nice catching up with guys and just having that more relaxed atmosphere. The food was good. We stayed in, got some food there after. License, so if you want to have one, obviously if you don't, that doesn't matter one way or another, but they have other beverages of choice. Um,
that's right.
it's worth it. It's worth the showing up. That's
Yeah,
what
the
I'd have
venue
to
is
say about
great.
that.
He was happy to have us. Oh, thank you.
Oh, the
Yeah,
host, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Kept
yeah.
coming
He's
over,
looking
making
forward to having us
sure
back. Yeah, yeah.
loved
Everything
the
was
display
good. They
boards
made
that
sure
were
we had lots of
brought.
water and stuff. Yeah,
Very impressed with
yeah.
the
That we had a
hobby.
little. Yeah, I feel like anytime we go to this is the thing, right? Anytime we go to a space that isn't like a store, basically, that isn't a hobby store, people are always over being like, "Whoa, this is so cool!" Because it is obviously that's why we do it. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Even today, like sorry, not today. I keep saying today. The tournament yesterday. There's a couple employees at the place that were like coming around and looking at the games and stuff, which is really
probably like,
cool. And
what are
they're
these guys
asking us
doing?
questions and whatnot. What are these absolute loser nerds doing?
Did you tell them to listen
Paying
to the
money to
pod?
come to an event, play toy soldiers. I did not tell them to listen to the pod. No.
This guy,
Um,
that's a shame point
yeah,
right there.
we gotta go to more public places. That is not a shame point. Okay, you guys get shame points for not showing up. How about that?
Hey, I showed up to this at least.
And you guys are way closer. Yeah, you did show up today.
I had a lot of hope when
Um,
the date changed, and I was like, it's just not gonna happen. If it was maybe next weekend, probably would have swung it. But unfortunately, just didn't work out.
shame. Well, you missed out.
I
It
definitely
was a good
did.
time. Um, that's right. I think we're just rambling now. I think that's all. Come to events, leave a comment, like, subscribe, you
And
know, do all that stuff.
how was the painting? Lots of good painted armies.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about that. Painted armies. I think almost everyone had a painted army. I think
That's
there's maybe
cool.
one or two that didn't have fully painted, but pretty much everyone. There's a couple gray stuff, but the vast majority all painted. Really great work. Great work, team. Great work, community.
You know what?
It's
This is
awesome
a
stuff.
big thumbs up for the event all around.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
numbers, good painting, good competition. Well done.
Yeah. Good stuff. Oh, Chris Marsala won Best Painted, I believe. He
Yes.
had a lake town, some kind of lake town themed, lots of planks and water and stuff. It looked really good.
Ooh, cool.
Apparently, when the voting opened, I was apparently in the running for first, and I forgot my display board. I was like, "Who's voting for me? I appreciate you, but I didn't even have my display board. I forgot it." But I appreciate your votes. But Chris's army looked much better than mine on the whole, especially with the board. Looks really good.
Yeah. Well, in that
Okay.
case, we can wrap it up.
I think we can wrap up. I think that's everything we have to say. That was a lot. You guys got a lot of free content there that
That's all it
you
is.
didn't deserve,
Free
especially
content.
those. It is free, and because it's free, that's why you should like this video, hit the bell. Oh, I can't even do it. You guys know what to do, okay? Especially you guys that said to me, "I don't comment if I don't know the answers." Just comment you don't know the answers, then, okay? Leave a comment. We need engagement. How else are we
Thank you
gonna?
for listening. Thank you
Thanks for
for being
listening,
here.
jerks. Yeah,
We appreciate
yeah,
it.
that's right.
Paint your
Okay,
models.
paint your models.